Southampton 0, Aston Villa 1. What a nervy 90 minutes of football for that was for any Villa fan. But Aston Villa climb up to 8th place in the table with a game in hand. And overall, what a really good performance by Aston Villa in the end. I thought in the first half, first 25 minutes, we were absolutely woeful. No, in fact, until the goal went in, I thought we were absolutely dreadful. I just didn't think we were growing into the game as much. I just didn't really think that we were able to match what Southampton were doing. And it really did feel like in those 40 minutes that if any team was going to win this game, it was going to be Southampton. But I think, yet again, from the run of play, we get a goal from Barkley, brilliant link-up play again from Jack Grealish, that target. A really lovely first time crossing from Jack Grealish, and then a ball in, a header in for Ross Barkley to give him the third goal of his season, and overall give him a bit of a confidence boost again coming back from injury and having established himself. Now he's back in the team. He's now going to be staying at that standard with the like of Sanson coming in. And it was really nice to see him come back in there and get the goal and obviously give us ultimately the winning goal in the end. And then second half, I thought really it was just a matter of trying to make sure that not only we were defensively staying solid, because obviously Southampton were wanting to come out and try and get that goal. I mean, I think they were ultimately hampered by injuries, although in the end they did have one or two moments where really they should have scored, but just really timing wasn't on their side. And I think obviously in the last 10 minutes, really nervy stuff. Football, obviously VAR getting the right decision by the offside on Danny Ings' goal. And ultimately we walk away from it 3 points, a very nervy 90 minutes of football, but for me a very surprise result, because honestly coming into this I didn't think we were going to get the 3 points, or at most we were going to get a draw. And ultimately I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy. It gives us that confidence now to go into Arsenal next, and we've drawn against Manchester United, and makes us feel like we can get the result there. We're playing at home, so hopefully we'll have that on our side, and hopefully we'll be able to get the 3 points there. Obviously, VAR decisions galore tonight. First and foremost, I think the handball on Matty Cash was a handball. I think there's no denying that. The question is whether did he motion to intentionally block the ball with his hand. I don't think he did. I think it was just a bit of unfortunate case and timing. But I think VAR messed up there. But then on the flip side, VAR got it right with Danny Ings' offside goal, because we've seen Watkins being given offside with those type of goals before. So it was really nice to see him get that decision right. But overall, nothing really gone wrong in that game today from an official standpoint. For the referee was a little bit poor at times, not really many bookings. But ultimately I think the game was fairly contested. In terms of players, I think everyone had a really good game today. I thought Martinez was absolutely solid in goal. I think I would have to say my man of the match, just because those last second half of football he practically kept us in the game there really. I thought Cash had an alright game. I thought he could have done a little bit better. I think the handball really rattled him, and also I didn't think that because we weren't really using the right side of the pitch, that we weren't really able to see the most out of him and Bertrand Traore. I thought Mings had a really good game, standing out obviously from the critics that he's been having from the past few games. But I thought he did really well tonight. But at the same time, I didn't think he had a lot to do, in my opinion. I thought it was more so just the wider channels trying to make sure that nothing was coming in. I thought Target had another superb game. I thought midfield wise, I would have liked to see Sanson play, I think, for the last 10 minutes. And I think substitute wise, Nakamba should go after that, because that's not acceptable on him. That's not fair. You're not wasting time. You're not going to run down the clock. You're adding just more minutes onto it. And I think for Nakamba's sake, it's not worth coming on with 1 or 2 minutes just to do absolutely nothing and not get a touch in the game. So I would have liked to see Sanson, I think, for those 10 minutes, but then you could argue that Dean Smith didn't want to interrupt the balance or the cohesion of the team that was on the pitch right there. So maybe he's going to try and same for Arsenal, where perhaps we'll see a bit of a different intensity there. But I thought, as I said, we had a really good midfield, so I thought Barkley's starting to come back, as like McGinn was, starting to find that form again. I think he's come back into the team. Obviously, the goal like that, he'll want the confidence boost, and I think that's a really nice thing to see from him. I thought Jack Grealish did really well today. Obviously, the assist, really good play from him. The nice link up with Matt Target's and some good moments coming from him. I thought Ollie Watkins, although not getting his goal, continuing that run of form. I thought positionally he was doing all the right things. He was getting into those right areas. Overall, his hold-up play was really bloody good, and it was really nice to see. And then I think Bertrand Traore, I would have liked to perhaps see him maybe a swap for him for El Ghazi. I think now probably might be the time to bring El Ghazi back into the team, because I just think Bertrand Traore's steam is probably faltering now. Although he's got a good set piece on him, I just think that perhaps we need to see a bit of a change there. But yeah, overall, a really nice result from Aston Villa. As I said, we're going into Arsenal next. I would like to see Sanson actually get some minutes this time. I would like to see perhaps there may be a change with Traore, perhaps bringing in El Ghazi. And overall, I just want his substitutes to be a little bit better because, quite frankly, we need substitutes. We're playing 6 games in 12 days or whatever. When you're playing that continuous strength, that continuous cycle of games over across a few days, players are going to get really restless more easily and they're going to develop injuries a bit more. So we need to be changing up a little bit more and using the substitutes better. But overall, really good result from Aston Villa. A really surprising result, Aston Villa. A big 3 points as we climb into 8th place. As we said, if we get a win against Arsenal, continue that push on to top 6, and perhaps we could continue this hope for Europe for football, European football. But that's about me. So much reaction to Southampton and Aston Villa 1. Check us down in the comments below and check out our social pages. Without further ado, I've been Ben, up the Villa, with the Pride of Villa. We'll see you later, boys. Get in.